Okay, so we are back. We got this new banner today here, New Heroes Return. So this is basically the Ascended Hero, Attuned Hero, Rearmed Hero, etc. banner where they rerun all of those like heroes who are in rerun limbo for whatever reason. I don't know why they can't put these guys in the standard pool, but basically the gist of these banners is that they're just like a big assortment of fodder. So if you're looking for getting fodder for some of your other characters, or maybe some merges for your fodder bank, attuned heroes, and the arcane heroes, then this would be your chance. So we can start things off over here in red. We have the aided Dagger over there. So her aided essence gives the bird accessory, which is pretty cool. Between the bird and the drone from Regan, I think actually the bird is the coolest one. There's also the cat from Yunaka, but having a golden bird is pretty rad, and you can see it back there in her art. It's pretty awesome looking. So yeah, this is probably my favorite of the aided accessories here. Also, I guess the aided blessing just gives you +1 to all stats, but no one really cares too much about that. It's not really all that good. Fodder-wise, she's great. She's got Reposition Gate, Attack and Speed Excel, and Firm Canto Curb. All very good skills, and she's a pretty good unit herself with Pathfinder and the ability to give Pathfinder to allies. So, nothing bad to say about her whatsoever. Would have been a little better if she was an arcane hero, though, as opposed to an aided hero. She is color sharing with Marianne herself, who also has the Arcane Blood Gang, which is a pretty good tome. She's got Requiem Prayer, which is exclusive to her. It's basically, it's not exactly the same as the Brave Marianne's, but it's pretty similar to that one, where you can dance an ally after combat and allow them to move again, which is pretty good. And then she's got Crystalline Water, Speed and Res Discord, and Speed and Res Crux, which are all pretty solid fodder skills, although I think maybe Havoc is now the way to go for the B skill. But we only have one Havoc skill at the moment, though. So the Discord split skills are still pretty solid. So yeah, no complaints at all about this Marianne. She is still very good. Okay, then over on blue, we have the Attuned Sheeta, who's very good, obviously. Her base fodder has actually taken a little bit of a hit, though. Like, Guard Echo is no longer one of the more sought-after Echo skills. Distant Bonus Doubler, I've said this before, but like, given the state of the current meta, I think Prime and Distant Solo skills are actually a little better. And then Def Res Pledge, even when this Sheeta came out, that wasn't exactly her go-to C skill. It combos with her weapon because it gives her all stats up 6, but ideally there are better C skills you could be giving her. Like, if you're running her as an Omni Tank, Breath of Life 4 is always an option, but now we've got like all those crazy Times Pulse skills that are pretty good. So yeah, still a very good fodder bank, and definitely a unit who can put in a lot of work as an Omni Tank if you've invested heavily into her. But her base kit needs some sprucing up nowadays. Alright, she is paired up with Ivy, Attuned Ivy, who is also seen some better days, although her Echo skill is still the premium Echo skill for flying units. Soaring Echo is really hard to beat for them. So, well, I guess there's Trace Echo, which is pretty solid, but, I mean, just being able to free up your C skill from not having to run Soaring Echo, or Soaring Guidance, or Guidance 4 anymore for your flyers is a pretty huge deal. So, Ivy's Echo skill still pretty good. Her DPS isn't as insane as it used to be, though. She was actually able to bite through a lot of the far-save tanks at the time. Not too sure if that's still going to be the case anymore, because she was able to hit them with Potent, so she gets that extra hit. And Far Trace gives her a lot of true damage there, but I mean, nowadays there's just better passives. And Deadly Miasma, while interesting at the time, is completely overshadowed by Baby Camilla just setting up the tiles for free. So you're able to run a different C skill that may suit you a little bit better there. So yeah, the blue units, while they're both pretty good, they're just a little bit aged right now in terms of capabilities and fodder. Alright, then on green, we've got the Attuned Erica here, who, just like Sheeta, she can be a pretty premium Omni Tank if you've given her the right skills and right investment, but you're going to need to update her passives a little bit here. Like, Distant Bonus Leveler, like I said, is not really it anymore. And then Times Pulse 4 has like 10 different Big Brother passives that you could run instead of that now. But Null Sea Echo, though, in a much better spot than Guard Echo, so we will give Erica her praises for that. And then she still has Gust, which is a pretty good special. And now can actually proc twice with the Aleer support, which is pretty good. You see right there in the parentheses where it says once per combat. Now you can just chalk that up to being twice per combat. Okay, then we have the Arcane Lucina over here. Arcane Threema was a pretty good weapon, but it's just been overshadowed now, I would say, by the Giant War Axe, if that's what... I think that's what it's called. The one that Pajazzi has, right? Like, that one's pretty good. Future Sight, pretty good still. Attack and Speed Clash 4, no, we want Excel on her. Speed and Defense Snag 4, no, you'd probably want the one from... Actually, the Ninja Lucina B skill would probably go pretty hard on this Lucina. And then Alarm, Defense, and Res, yeah, no. So just a big old nope from all her passives, which is unfortunate, but she is a pretty easy unit to build up. It just takes like 1 unit for Fodder, or like 2 units to give her like everything that she would want, like an Excel skill or Blue Skies or something like that. So like 1 Emblem Sigurd gets you momentum and Excel and Fatal Smoke 4, or like one Emblem Erica gives you Blue Skies and what was her C skill? Insight, Attack, Res, which would be pretty good for this Lucina as well, because she's mainly just like a supporter with Future Sight to swap in, give Treachery and stuff. So yeah, pretty good unit still, but again, like a lot of these other attuned heroes are just a little bit old in terms of her base kit. You may want to upgrade that given the state of what we've got now. And then finally on colorless, we have Alchrist over here, who... Yeah, this kid has seen way better days. Deadeye, you want to go for Curve Shot now. Flash Sparrow, even when this guy came out, I wasn't the biggest fan of that. Alternate options would be, let's see here, like Perfect Attack Speed, or... Actually, I believe Arcane Darkbow has half a null follow-up, right? Yeah, it actually does. It has Desperation and half a null follow-up, so maybe not even Perfect Attack Speed. Maybe something a little... different. Maybe like Sly Swift Sparrow would probably be it. And then Def Res Smoke 3, nope. Could probably go for like Attack and... Any of those Times Pulse skills, basically. Like those new Times Pulse skills are pretty good. I would prioritize going for those for a unit like this. So, yeah. I don't even know if this guy is that good of a unit anymore, though. His B skill was pretty good at the time. Right now, though, not really so much. You look at the amount of text here. It's only one... How many sentences is this? This is 1 sentence. I mean, it's a pretty long sentence because it has a lot of commas, but it's just 1 sentence. Hold on. Who's a more... Let's take a look at a more recent release. Let's take a look at Aleer. Let's see. Her unique... Okay, someone who has a unique. Let's see. All right, this guy. Let's take a look. Yeah, look at this. It's like 2 paragraphs, or like 3 paragraphs. So, yeah, I mean, just to put it into perspective a little for Alchrist over there. And then finally, we've got Ascended Alencia, who was pretty cool on release, right? Like, finally getting a staff Alencia, and a pretty strong one at that, was really cool. But her fodder is not there. Like, Attack and Speed Push 4, that's like from 4 metas ago. We ain't doing that anymore. Dazzling Shift, I guess, is interesting, but now you've got so many better B skills, and Speed and Res Hold. Crux would be better, or like any assortment of the other really good flyer skills that they have access to now. So, yeah, can't really say anything too great about this Alencia, unfortunately. And she's not a fodder bank either, being an Ascended hero. One of the weirdest choices, too. Like, let's have a type of hero that you don't want to summon multiple copies of. Like the Arcane heroes and the Attuned heroes, it's good to get multiple copies of them, because you're going to be able to give their fodder out multiple times. For the Ascended heroes, you get 1 Floret, and that's it. Like, how much of an improvement would it be if you got a Floret every time you summoned a copy of that hero? Would that not make more sense? Everyone is starving for Florets. I don't understand. Like, why would they not incorporate these units in that manner, where you get the Floret every time you summon them? It would be like Legendary and Mythic Blessings, right? Like, every time you summon a copy of the unit, you get the Blessing. It's not like it runs out the second time you summon them, which would make 0 sense. So they really shot themselves in the foot with this type of unit. But, I don't know. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and do our freebie here. And I'm going to go for green because another copy of Erica would be great. That would be the only thing I would really want to get here. Okay, that is not Erica. That's Orochi. Orochi is pretty cute, though. I do like her. So, yeah, there you guys go. Let me know what you guys were able to pull on your freebie on this banner. If you're thinking about summoning, it really just comes down to how invested, I guess, your Lucina, your Erica, and your Sheeta are, because those would be the primary targets here. Maybe Ivy as well for Soaring Echo, but yeah, definitely a skip overall, though, if you're not interested in, like, investing in any of these guys or you don't have any investment in them as of this moment. So that's going to wrap us up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch y'all again on the flip side.